So now we're on to our 2020 Harvest Hill Chamourcin. So this one, 100% Chambourcin. We do a lot of Chambourcin here at Grace Hill. So the rosé in this allotment, also a Chambourcin. And this is one of our red wines we have as a Chambourcin. We also currently have our second son Chambourcin on our cellar series list in the tasting room right now as well. So Chambourcin, it grows the best here. It puts up with our heat really well. It puts up with our cold winters really well. Puts up with all our pests really well. This one is kind of the workhorse of the winery. We make all sorts of different wines out of it. You know, rosés, we make dry reds. It's our Dodging Tornadoes is 100% Chambourcin. Goes into Peckerhead Red, Flatlander. This is probably our most versatile grape that we grow here. This is called Harvest Hill Chamourcin because that is the name of the vineyard that it comes from. So we have a kind of a satellite vineyard across 196, which is the highway, just off of Grace Hill Road on your way out here to the winery. And so this one, dry farm, so there's no irrigation there. There's not a lot of oversight there. This one's kind of our wild vineyard, I would call this one. Because of that, it does have some different, quirks about it that we have to manage throughout the year. Usually, it takes about 3 years for us to get any grapes off of any of our new plantings that we do. This one took 4 years because basically the first year, the deer just ate all the plants. So this one took a little bit longer to get going, but this is our third vintage from from the Harvest Hill Vineyard. So this one is going to be from 2020. So it was aged in an oak barrel for about a year, just over a year or so. This one's actually aged in a new French oak barrel. So the difference between your barrels is the first year you put a wine into a barrel, you get a whole bunch of oak flavor out of it. The next year, a little less and a little less. So this one being a new French oak barrel, you're gonna get a lot of oak flavor out of there. Being a French oak, so there's different types of oaks as well. So like French oak's gonna give you kind of more vanilla sort of flavors out of it. An American oak barrel is gonna give you a little more spice, a little bit of dill flavor. Usually, and then we have some European oak barrels, and those give a little bit more of a smoky taste out of it. So this one, being the French oak barrel, like I said, you're gonna get kind of vanilla with a nice strong oak backbone there as well. And then from the Chambourcin, you get big, bright cherry flavors. So this one gonna be a little bit lighter in body, a kind of a light to medium bodied dry red wine here. Low tannin count. Most of the grapes we grow here through the Midwest, they don't have a ton of tannin to them. So you'll notice that in this one. We kind of call this one sort of a, if you're going for a comparison, be somewhere about between Beaujolais and a Pinot Noir is kind of what we like to compare this one to. So this one gonna go really well with short ribs, with salmon, fish, any sort of kind of lighter meat should make a really nice pairing for it. So cheers.